thunders gathered before the seals were torn. The Lamb stood in the midst of them, the only one found worthy to perform. The scroll lay in the right hand of him who sits upon the throne, and all of heaven held its breath for what the Lamb alone could own.
Mankind built its kingdoms as if the seals were never real. Mankind crowned its rulers as if no lion broke the seal. Mankind wrote its stories as if the end were not ordained. But the scroll was written long before the first foundation stone was laid.
You cannot outrun what was written. You cannot outlive what was sealed. The storm is not a rumor, it is the Lamb's revealed.
The scroll and the storm wrote together as one what the Father wrote. The Lamb has begun before the world was formed. The thunder was planned before the dust rose. The judgment would stand. Mankind flees, but the storm still comes, for the scroll was written before the world was spun. The scroll and the storm, the word and the wind.
What he decreed will come again. The first seal breaks, a rider crowned, conquering to conquer still. The second breaks and peace departs, as scripture said it will. The third, the scales of famine weigh the pride of man. The fourth, death rides forth exactly as the prophets planned.
Mankind calls it chaos, but heaven calls it order. Mankind calls it crisis, but the Lamb calls it order. The line between the ages, the hinge of every prophecy, the storm front of a scroll moving through all history.
You cannot silence what was spoken. You cannot bargain with the end. The storm is not an accident, it is the Lamb's command.
The scroll and the storm roll together as one what the Father wrote. The Lamb has begun before the world was formed. The thunder was planned before the dust rose. The judgment would stand. Mankind flees, but the storm still comes, for the scroll was written before the world was spun. The scroll and the storm, the word and the wind.
What he decreed will come again. The Lamb does not react, he reveals. The storm does not wander, it fulfills. The seals do not break by chance, they break by right. The scroll does not move with chaos,